until the CEO saw the piece lock around the woman's neck that she realized the woman might be the one who saved her son's life. But by the time she reacted, the woman had already taken the elevator and left. So she quickly instructed her assistant to investigate all of the woman's information. The assistant informed the CEO that the woman, in an attempt to collect her wages, was being beaten by the foreman at the CEO's construction site. Seeing that her son's savior was being bullied, the CEO immediately ordered her driver to head to the construction site. It turns out that her son has a congenital heart condition, and he was saved by this kind-hearted woman in an emergency. But to fully cure him, a heart transplant surgery costing $50,000 was needed. The doctor said that without the surgery, if the boy had another episode, he wouldn't survive. Although the boy wasn't her biological child, the kind woman treated him as her own, and eventually agreed to proceed with the surgery. But $50,000 was an astronomical amount for her to raise the surgery funds. The next day, she went to the construction site to demand her unpaid wages. But the foreman ignored her pleas, saying that the project would be finished in 3 days, and that anyone who could work on the scaffolding until then would be paid $1,000 a day. Everyone knew that working on the scaffolding was extremely dangerous. But to raise the money for her son's surgery, the woman bravely accepted this high-risk job. Without hesitation, she climbed onto the most dangerous scaffold, but she accidentally fell from the scaffold. Fortunately, she was blessed and survived. Even though her leg was severely injured, she was still worried about her job and tried to get up. Her husband, concerned for her, advised that if she tried to walk now, her leg might be permanently damaged and she needed to rest. But the woman was worried that without money, she wouldn't be able to pay for her son's surgery. Her husband angrily said that they had already sacrificed too much for this adopted son, and now they didn't even have money for their own retirement, asking if she wanted to lose her life as well. His words left her feeling both sad and helpless. Unexpectedly, their argument was overheard by their son. The sensible boy said he didn't want to be treated, which made his father so angry that he stormed out. But later, the mother discovered that the hospital bill had already been paid in full by someone. When she saw the signature on the bill, she realized it was her husband who had secretly paid the balance, so she dragged her injured leg to find her husband. On the way, she happened to encounter the CEO who was looking for her son. The CEO saw the peace amulet on the woman and noticed it was identical to the one her long-lost son had. She was about to ask for more details, but the woman had already left. The CEO immediately ordered her assistant to investigate the woman's background. Meanwhile, the woman arrived at the construction site where her husband was working. Seeing her husband working so hard moved her to tears. Her husband angrily shouted, asking why she had left the hospital without permission, and questioned if she didn't care about her leg anymore, urging her to return to the hospital to rest. It was then that the woman realized that her husband's harsh words masked his deep love for her. This great love and selflessness would soon change their fate. On the other side, the CEO quickly found out the woman's identity. Learning that the couple were the saviors of her son's life, she decided to repay them handsomely by directly promoting the foreman to general manager. But what the CEO didn't know was that the foreman treated the couple very poorly because the couple wanted to get their own wages. The foreman made the injured woman kneel before him and beg. The woman, desperate for her son's surgery money, had to endure the humiliation. But the foreman didn't realize he was about to face severe consequences because everything he did was witnessed by the CEO. The CEO immediately ordered the driver to turn the car around and head straight to the construction site, determined to make those who bullied the couple pay for their actions.